Providence will be taking on Bismarck State in the Armory tonight. Providence coming in at 2-18, led by J.C. Isaacson in his third season. Bismarck State 1-19, led by Coach Kevin Rice. Of course, the Mystics finding a little momentum off their win against Bellevue a few weeks ago. Had a nail-biter loss against Dickinson State by a score of 84-86, and they had a shot to win it. It was oh so close, but they've been led by the emergence of Ja Gully and the Davis brothers, of course, being steady throughout this entire year. On the other end, Providence leads a balanced offense. Marvel Chambers Jr., their top player, averages 14.5 a game, so they look to ride him in their games. I am Isaiah Johnson, joined by Kyler Olson.
Yeah, we got hopefully a good one on our hands, statistically speaking, as much as these Argos load up the stat sheet, only 2-18 overall, 2-12 in the conference. So we'll see what both teams struggling to find wins look like each other matched up. Of course, Ja Gully exploding onto the scene. Houston Davis in the top 5, top 10 categories across the board in the conference. 6th in the conference in scoring, 18.2 points a game. And 3rd in the conference rebounding, 7.8 rebounds a game. I'm curious what the Tristan Davis show looks like tonight. With Houston, looks like he's returning back into the lineup, but it would be great to see Tristan continue this glide into more and more production, because we know we're going to get some from Houston, hopefully some from Gully. I'm sure Proctor will be on the scene, so hopefully Tristan Davis probably had to pick up a little bit of statistical slack from not having his brother out on the court last week, but hopefully Tristan can continue lighting it up everywhere. He found a lot of points from a lot of difficult positions last Thursday, so hopefully Tristan can just join the stats party as the Mystics go into a very winnable game tonight against the Argos.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Bismarck State Armory on the beautiful campus of Bismarck State College. Tonight, your Bismarck State Mystics basketball team will host the University of Providence Argos. On behalf of the president of Bismarck State College, Dan Lengang, and the rest of the Bismarck State family, we would like to welcome you to tonight's basketball game. Bismarck State College welcomes all student athletes, officials, and spectators to tonight's contest. As a member of the NAIA and Frontier Conference, we are committed to the true spirit of competition and being champions of character, demonstrated through 5 character values, which are respect, integrity, responsibility, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. We ask everyone in attendance today to abide by these values and create a positive environment in which our student athletes may compete, our officials may work, and you, the spectator, may enjoy. Your officials for tonight's game are Jeff Kent, Michael Mees, and Justin Puritan. The Mystics would like to thank Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine for providing sports medicine coverage for tonight's match. With us tonight is athletic trainer Andrew Lolum. Thank you, Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. And now it's time for your starting lineups. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Argos. At a guard, 6-foot-tall sophomore from Philadelphia, PA, number 0, Anthony Hobbs. At a forward, 6'5" junior from Las Vegas, Nevada, number 5, Marcus Lawson. At a forward, 6'7" senior from Melbourne, Australia, number 15, Jakob Lloyd. A guard, 6'2" sophomore from Mount Vernon, Washington, number 23, Quinn Swanson. And at a guard, 6'4" junior from New York, New York, number 24, Marvel Chambers Jr. Head coach for the Argos is J.C. Isaacson, assisted by Ski Smalls and Mike McLean. Now make some noise for your Bismarck State College Mystics! Starting at a guard, 6'3" junior from Upper Marlboro, Maryland, number 5, Alex Proctor. At a guard, 6-foot-tall junior from Lockhart, Texas, number 13, John Gully. At a guard, 6'3" junior from Belcourt, North Dakota, number 14, Tristan Davis. At forward, 6'6" junior from Belcourt, North Dakota, number 15, Houston Davis. And down in your post, 6'7" sophomore from Fargo, North Dakota, number 33, Carter Zeller. Bismarck State College head coach is Kevin Rice and assisted by Andrew Duncan.
Penetration into the lane and hitting off the glass.
Obviously a brief absence from Houston Davis, but Mystics fans super excited to see him back in the lineup as we will get started. Goalie will start us off as the Mystics offense operates. A lot of moving parts right away. Tristan Davis getting the ball, but the Argos playing up in your face defense from the start. 12 on the shot clock, not a whole lot going for the Mystics. Goalie trying to find something here. Houston's gonna have to find something. 5 on the shot clock. Again, some stifling defense, and Houston somehow finds a bucket out of that.
You're just talking about how nice it is to have Houston Davis back as Mystics fans. That's why he can make those tough shots, shoots at a really high percentage, and gets to the bucket. Kind of a broken possession, and he made it work. 2-0.
Looking for some contact. Obviously didn't get the call he was looking for, but here we go defensively. And Quinn Swanson, the wide open 3 off of some defensive confusion. And the Argos into the score column take the lead quickly. And some big time defense on goalie. Marcus Lawson with the steal. And goes all the way across the court. That ball somehow finds its way through the net. And Marcus Lawson with a big steal and some points here right away. Again, this Argos defense. Up in the face right away. The Mystics a little caught off guard here from the start. Goalie trying to find something, gets it out to Proctor. Proctor looking to operate, pulls up for a nice pull-up, and 2 really nice shots for the Mystics here from the field to start this one. Lawson wasting no time. Gets it out, another kick out to Anthony Hobbs, and off the mark, rebound goalie. With a nice little behind the back pass to Proctor. Proctor looking for something. A nice little hesitation move, but cannot get the bucket. A little bit of traffic. Apparently it went off Carter Zeller's finger, and the ball back to Providence. A lot of action here to get going. Both teams coming out guns a-blazing, especially the Argos defensively. Obviously the weakness of this Mystics team has been giving up points, giving up 91 a game. We'll see kind of defensive adjustments as the Argos, once again, Chambers hitting a nice pull-up jumper. Argos with a 3-point lead early.
As we were talking about earlier, well, the Argos have been having kind of a rough year. They're only 2 of 18 on the year. But they did have a nice season last year, 16-14 overall, and just lost to Montana Tech in the Frontier Conference Championship. They went pretty far, had success, but this season, for whatever reason, just having a hard time getting some momentum.
Goalie from another time zone. It's a massive 3-pointer, but again, unable to get a defensive stop on the other side, and the Argos continue to score. Lawson is having a heyday here from the beginning.
Well, we've seen goalie shooting from all kinds of time zones recently, but in their win against Bellevue, that's what he was doing. Made 5 threes early in the first half, put on an absolute show, and the rest of the team rallied behind him. He's been energizing this team ever since coming on.
Some nice ball movement there. Zeller finds Houston. Mystics will take the ball out of bounds. As I mentioned, Tristan had the day of his life last week. Looks a little bit hesitant. Some tough defense on him early here. Get the ball into Houston. Houston lets one fly from 3, and Houston Davis. Welcome back, Mr. Davis. Big three-pointer here, and the Mystics take the lead.
Big time from Houston Davis, making his value felt immediately, and Chambers Jr. doing the same. Those two, the stars of their team. You cannot leave either one of them, but really nice inbound play from the Mystics to get Houston Davis wide open, and you just can't give Chambers that much space.
Curious to see this Providence Argos team in action here. Tristan, a little bit off the mark, had a nice look there, and back storms the Argos offense with another three-pointer, and these Argos are letting it fly from deep already here. As I was mentioning, this Argos team, despite their struggling record, have several guys who average double figures in points. So very curious to see this Providence team in action tonight. 2-18 overall record, but 5 guys averaging double figure points. So you can see in the early shooting percentage where all those points come from.
The previous matchup between these two teams was kind of a shootout. Providence won 95-83, but the turnovers were a big reason why BSC was out of it. They committed 22 turnovers.
Billy launches another one up, but cannot hit. And back come the Argos. Lawson looking to operate again, looking for some space. Gets exactly what he's looking for. And Marcus Lawson for another 2. Lawson, a 6'5" junior from Las Vegas, Nevada. And he has wasted no time getting into the score column multiple times already here tonight. And the opposite problem in the first game as Proctor gets to the bucket and will try for a three-point play. We saw a lot of shooting struggles early in the women's game, neither of these teams having either of those. So, just below 15 minutes here in the first half. Providence with an early 5-point lead.
Bismarck State College, North Dakota's polytechnic institution, leads the way in hands-on learning to get you workforce ready. Cybersecurity is one of the world's most in-demand and high-paying career.
Coach Kevin Rice talking things over with his players. Down 5, showing some spark early, as this might be a high-scoring matchup if the previous matchup is any indication. We'll take this time to give a brief message from the Frontier Conference. The Frontier Conference would like to thank the following corporate partners for their continued financial support: BSN Sports and Nike, Cooper Tire and Tire-Rama, the D.A. Davidson Companies, Irk Hotels, First Interstate Bank, Billings Clinic and Logan Health, McDonald's of Great Falls, Northwestern Energy, Pepsi and the Harrington Bottling Company, Snap Mobile, Winwan Technologies, and the Montana Army National Guard. Uncommon is calling. Don't forget to download the Frontier Conference app in partnership with Snap Mobile. The app is free to download. Just search for FC Sports in the App Store on Apple or Google Play for Android.
Another three-pointer goes up, and that one off the mark, and back storms Proctor looking for something. A little spin move, loses the ball, and here comes Lawson. Lawson went up for what kind of looked like a dunk attempt, but didn't really have the angle. Gets his own rebound and gets another bucket. Lawson has been an absolute killer for this Mystics team early on.
The Providence Argos coaches on the sideline like to yell out instructions. Both of them absolutely animated on every single possession.
Tristan gets to the bucket for another difficult shot. Familiar scene from last week.
Falls on the Argos, number 5, Lawson.
And we'll we'll get some
His second,
Mystics.
checking in is number 24, Chambers.
I was going to say free throws, but it looks like they'll be taking the ball out of bounds.
Yep.
And reset offensively here. Shot clock back up to 20. Again, Tristan Davis made a lot of difficult, crazy footwork shots a week ago, so he is more than capable of hitting those. We'll see what the Mystics do offensively here. Again, the Argos, no room for error here. As Proctor unleashed one. Zeller with a big rebound. Gets it back out, and goalie, a beautiful find down low, and Houston Davis. Again, great to have Houston back in the lineup. Houston Davis with 7 points here early on.
Nice vision by goalie coming off of that rebound. The Argos were disorganized on defense, so goalie just baseball passes that in to Houston Davis. Easy two for the Mystics coming off that offensive rebound.
The Mystics just cannot find an answer defensively here as much as they have been able to score here. As goalie takes full advantage of the airtight defense. Quinn Swanson will pick up the foul, getting a little too close for comfort. And again, Mystics have come out guns a-blazing offensively, just have not had an answer defensively. You can see how balanced this Providence team is in the scoring department. Goalie with a nice move to the basket. Cannot finish, gets his own rebound in traffic. And a turnover will give the ball back to Providence.
Nice drive. The Providence Argos kind of let him have it. He got in deep enough, and just a tough layup. Tough one to see not go into the rim.
See if the Mystics can find something defensively. Just continued to be the tough one for this team. It got a lot better the last couple weeks defensively, but it's tough to win a lot of basketball games when you're giving up 91 points a game.
You bet.
Some really good defense from Proctor. A little bit frustrating for Swanson. As the Mystics killer Lawson throws up a three and cannot hit, but a really nice find down low. And Jakob Lloyd, the senior from Australia, will go to the free throw line for a three-point play. Some nice finds down low and good ball movement from the Argos.
That's what makes Chambers such a good player for this team, is he had a floater if he wanted it, but immediately saw the better option with Lloyd, and they're coming away with three instead of a potential two.
Heck of a job for Providence's recruiting staff right there. Land down under strikes.
Yeah, BSC had a Australian guard last year. So Australia produces Midwestern talent, I suppose.
Another steal and errant pass. It could turn into a few more points off free throws here for the Argos. As it looks like Eric Shadone will check in here. Shadone hit some massive shots down the stretch against Dickinson State last week. Hopefully he has a couple to offer here tonight.
Yeah, he hit the three to tie it with around 20 seconds left. It hit every part of the rim and dropped in. Really fun finish to that game on Thursday night.
Goalie will have a seat. Shadone in. We'll see who facilitates for BSC offensively. I would imagine Proctor will probably be in charge of that. As Chambers goes 1 for 2 on his free throws, and Proctor will look for something. Immediately goes to the basket, and a blocking foul called.
Providence doesn't think so, surprisingly enough.
Number 21, Condi.
I'm shocked.
His first.
Proctor gets what he was looking for, and we'll go to the line for some free throws. Coach J.C. Isaacson has his own opinion. But Proctor did get as close to the basket there as he could have asked for.
Proctor's started to break out in the second half of the season. really bumping up his points per game. He's up to 9.3, had 17 against Dickinson State as part of that comeback attempt that the Mystics staged. Proctor also shoots around 70% from the free throw line and converts both on that trip.
Again, Mystics looking for a few strung together defensive stands. They have not been able to find a whole lot defensively tonight. Providence trying to post up. Carter Zeller having none of it. Houston Davis kind of mismatched speed-wise here.
Looks like goalie's ready to check back in as Proctor commits his second foul.
Goalie checks back in for the Mystics.
So he might be on the bench for a while.
Providence will get the ball underneath here. Mystics trying to clog up the lane. We'll see what the results are. A nice step back three and hits. Chambers again gets himself back in the score column. That should have put him in double digits.
Chambers and Lawson a 1-2 punch for the Argos tonight. 19 of their 28 points.
The Six looking for something here. Had a pretty hot start offensively, just can't get a defensive stop. Zeller all the way at the top of the key asking for the ball. Shadone works the baseline, somehow kept his feet in bounds.
Falls on the Argos, number 21, Condi.
And will pick up a foul on Condi. And the Mystics will retain possession. Some back screens will get the ball back up to Houston Davis at the top of the key. He'll get it to his brother Tristan. Tristan looking for something. This Argos defense again. Tristan Davis with a tough shot at the bucket. Cannot finish. And here comes Chambers. Lets another one go from three. Off the mark. Houston Davis with a really nice rebound. And goalie's not going to waste any time. Houston got a decent look from three there, but was not looking for a three-pointer. Away from the ball foul here. The ball going underneath the basket. Excuse me, they are
21, Condi, his third.
in the bonus here, so Houston Davis will go to the line for some free throws.
Houston Davis very good at the free throw, shoots 84.6% with over 100 attempts on the year. By far the best Mystic at getting to the line.
It's on his first. Houston with 8 points here early. Again, great to see him back in the lineup regardless of only being gone a game or two. He's definitely the igniter for this team. He's able to connect. And here we go defensively for the Mystics. Geez, this Argos team is everywhere offensively. Back cuts, post-ups, a beautiful backdoor pass. And Carter Zeller defended that about as well as you could possibly defend it and comes up with the block. And here comes goalie looking for something. Had a really nice look, but cannot hit. Brandon Redhead had himself a nice rebound, just couldn't hold on to the ball. Mystics will retain possession. Down 10 with just about 10 minutes to go here in the first half. The ball into Houston. He'll look to operate. Once again, no wiggle room given by this defense. Goalie back up to the top. Head fake, a kick out to Shadone. Shadone wastes no time, but cannot hit. A scuffle for the rebound and the ball. And here come the Argos. Anthony Hobbs lets one fly from three, and Hobbs connects and will grow this lead. Mystics again just struggling defensively tonight. I wouldn't say it's bad defense. They've just found the baskets they needed to find. Shadone thought about three, a nice head fake. Houston Davis will let one fly from three and off the back of the rim.
It's a great look. Nice movement by the Mystics. but this game is starting to slip away if they can't figure something out on the defensive end.
Another three for the Argos, and they cannot miss right now. And head coach Kevin Rice has seen enough defensively. So, a game that the Mystics continually competed in thus far grows to a pretty big lead here with 9 minutes to go in the first half.
Providence with a 16-point lead. They are 6 of 10 from behind the arc early. And that's as many points as the Mystics have are the ones the Providence Argos have off of three-pointers alone. They're 13 of 19 from the field overall, shooting at an incredible efficiency. And this is kind of the struggles that BSC has had in the early game. They're not really looking like the team that we've seen in the most recent games.
BSC getting no wiggle room whatsoever on offense, and the Argos bench is fired up as Shadone with another turnover. He's a little frustrated. And David Schilling will check into the game. 6'4" sophomore from Fargo North, another Fargo North Spartan product. We'll see what Schilling can help out offensively here for the Mystics. And a massive throwdown from Marcus Lawson. And Lawson will go into double figures. And this Argos team, once again, is fired up on both ends of the court as they grow this lead to 18 early on. BSC with no answer offensively now as Black Jr. The nice fadeaway. And Black gets the Mystics back in the score column. Lawson wastes no time and will go to the free throw line for a three-point play opportunity. He has done everything he's needed to in this game, and BSC has not had an answer for him anywhere.
Lawson already with 12. 2 fouls on Lawson, so he is playing through those. I'm sure the Mystics are looking to attack him and try and get him out of the game. He's been playing at a very high level for the Argos. Of course, Marvel Chambers Jr. right behind.
Black's just deciding he's just going to take over offensively, find some contact, and he'll shoot some free throws. This Argos team just energized right now, both on the court and off the court.
Yeah, they're a pretty loud team. The bench you can hear, the players you can hear, they're getting into it. Maybe getting into the heads of the Mystics players.
Again, this Argos team isn't doing anything spectacular defensively, but the Mystics have not been able to create a whole lot. Three-pointers. Black's last points were kind of off a fadeaway from the free throw line. He really didn't have any other options. Houston Davis has about half the Mystics' points. The only problem is Houston Davis isn't even in double figures yet. So it's about eight to go here in the first half. See if BSC can cut into this lead a little bit. As a three-pointer finally finds its way off. But Lloyd there to clean it up, but no points as a result. And Black's not going to waste any time, finds plenty of contact. And again, some of these Mystics are just going to create themselves and get to the free throw line now.
Black Jr. just taking over, taking it to the rim, getting a lot of contact from Redhead, and just slowing this game down. Really needed for the Mystics. We're starting to get sped up, as you saw when Shadone taking the ball down the court and turning it over. That's just a reflection of how the Mystics have been sped up and off their game. So Black providing a huge spark off the bench.
Houston Davis will come back in. Zeller will have a seat. Zeller's usually the rebound machine for this team. He has 3 rebounds, no points yet. He's been big and has grown a lot in the last couple weeks. Hopefully Houston can bring some more spark to both sides of the court here as we go below the 8-minute mark in the first half. Argos, the pretty nice lead thus far, attributed to their energy and production. As a offensive foul called on Redhead, will give the ball back to the Mystics.
Gully just playing around that screen really well, drawing some contact in that head-neck area. And that's 10 fouls on the Argos in this first half. That is not insignificant. And that Black has been doing the right thing and penetrating, drawing contact, because they're shooting 2 the whole way.
Great move by Black. It's a little bit of contact, but again, not enough for a whistle. And here comes Hobbs. Hobbs will pull out and reset the offense. Had a look there down low to Lloyd, but doesn't take it. And a really nice move to Redhead to the basket for another 2.
Redhead just so quick.
Schilling for 3, and Schilling, a big 3 for the Mystics, much needed bucket. And again, we will see what the Mystics do defensively here. A few stops needed, some swarming defense. Great effort by Black Jr. But somehow, Redhead comes back up with it, and the Argos back on offense.
Huh, what a sequence.
Wow.
The Mystics are not giving up, that's for sure.
Kind of the story of this game. Black does everything he can, and somehow the Argos end up with the ball again. And just nothing going for the Mystics defensively here. Shot clock to 3, as no ball has touched the rim. And again, an absolute killer at the buzzer as Lloyd hits as the shot clock hits 0. And despite a pretty solid defensive stand, it still ends in points for Providence. The Mystics will operate offensively. A nice back cut from Schilling. A tough spot for him to get the ball. And the Mystics take the ball back at the top. Houston looking for some points. And a charge foul called. Kevin Rice saying that shot clock dip below 10, you got to go.
Checking in number 23, Swanson.
That's a tough foul to call. There's a bit of a weight difference in that one. I don't know how hard Houston Davis actually pushed on that one. Didn't see the elbow fully extended. That's kind of a tough call for the Mystics.
And once again, we will seek another defensive stop for this Mystics defense. The Argos with constant moving pieces everywhere. It's hard to keep up with this team. Has a pretty open look from 3. And kind of, again, the story defensively for BSC is that ball somehow finds the net. And this lead back up to 19. Tristan Davis looking for something. A nice little pull-up, and Tristan Davis gets himself a bucket. Good to see him continue to operate offensively. Another 3-pointer flies, and Swanson misses everything. Maybe a little bit of the net. Probably not the possession you're looking for the Argos, but not a whole lot to lose at the same time.
Yeah, they're still playing fast. They're looking to press their advantage. Already scored 46 points. I mean, they're on track to score 120, 130 points if they keep this pace up. It's just unbelievable production.
Zeller thought about the 3-pointer, definitely not his expertise. Schilling shows no fear, but just cannot finish. And here come the Argos. Redhead wastes no time, but off the front of the rim. And again, just an absolute killer. Swanson and Chambers and Lawson, and every other name on this roster, I guess, at this point. Swanson is just everywhere. Black Jr. tries to find a 3-pointer. Shot clock resets at 20 as goalie resets the offense. Zeller will come up for a screen. This Argos defense is no room to breathe. Swanson with the rebound, and he'll look for Redhead. Redhead finds another 3-pointer and hits another. And this 3-point percentage continues to grow.
Wow, 51. We still got 4 minutes left. Providence has been relentless. Their shooting percentage at 64.5 and 53.3 from the 3-point line.
Bach Jr. with a really good look. Cannot hit. Redhead with another 3, and these Argos are shooting the lights out from beyond the arc.
Oh,
and from the field, 20 of 31. Solid 65% from the field. I'd take that any day in any basketball game. And their defense certainly isn't slowing down. Some good ball movement, taking advantage of double teams everywhere. And Carter Zeller, excuse me, will go to the line for some free throws.
13, redhead, his second.
All right, after all that action, we will take a break to catch our breath. Wow, Providence Argos up 25.
3 guys in double figures inside of 3 minutes in the first half.
Providence in total control at the Armory, up 25. They have only committed 1 turnover in almost 17 minutes of play. Incredibly clean, efficient play from the Argos, and it would take a lot for the Mystics to come back. Looks as if Leon Anderson has checked in the game. And we'll see what the Mystics can do as Zeller's at the line.
Mystics have 6 turnovers, which might not seem like a massive number yet, but it has resulted in 15 Argos points. So, not only this
That's
ridiculous shooting percentage in every category for Providence, but 15 points off 6 turnovers. That does not help the cause.
That means every turnover has resulted in a bucket. That's 3 2s and 3 3s. Directly converting them into points, and the Argos have been playing with so much pace. This guy, Brendan Redhead, cannot miss. Unbelievable, he's at 13.
Again, 5 Argos averaging in double figures, and you can see the proof is right in front of you statistically, as they currently have 3 guys in double figures. Swanson on the brink. I'm sure Lloyd will find points somewhere down low as Zeller able to get a bucket for himself. With about 2:40 to go here in this first half, we'll see what kind of competitive spirit the Mystics have to finish off this first half that has certainly not gone their way. There's a nice little pickpocket turnover. And here comes goalie Tristan Davis finding an opening, and Tristan Davis takes advantage of an Argos defense slow to get back, and Tristan will try for a 3-point play. I said, a guy that you want to get going.
Yeah, we know this team won't give up, and Tristan Davis passing up a 3 to try and get 3 the other way, the hard way, but that's his game. Hoping his defender would fly out and gets just enough room to put it in.
I mean, why would you want to open 3 when you can get tackled at the rim?
I don't know. Why not? I mean, we've got excitement for our football team coming up, I guess, you know.
See if he has eligibility in 2 years.
Yeah, see if Davis can go out to the team.
I mean, I'd take Houston at tight end any day of the week.
Yeah, it'd probably be pretty hard to bring him down.
Another really good look, this time from Brady Bantz, but cannot hit. And goalie brings the ball up. Tristan Davis has a nice open look. Goalie just couldn't find him, just being swarmed by defenders, and this Providence defense continues to show some strengths. I still can't believe this Providence team is 2-18 this season. I'd really like to see some film. Maybe it's the ridiculous shooting percentages helping him out tonight, as Black Jr. is attacked at the basket. Shot clock sounds off, but the officials are going to talk about.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of contact, it looked like, but they must have judged that it was ball. So another tough break for the Mystics in the paint. Maybe he lost possession of the ball on the way up.
Again, this Providence men's team just 2-18 overall in the season, but 65% from the field, 53% from 3 will help you win some basketball games there. And a charge called on Chambers. We'll give the ball back to the Mystics.
Looks like goalie's feeling that.
That's why I could never take those. I let my teammates take care of that one.
What a fantastic teammate, you know.
Close my eyes and hope for the best. Goalie again, just being swarmed every time someone touches the ball. It's essentially man-to-man here too. It switches left and right as a shot clock to 7 here. Mystics gonna need to find something, and Tristan Davis with another difficult shot. Carter Zeller fighting for points, and Zeller finally able to find himself a basket.
Well done by Carter Zeller. Not giving up on the play. It wasn't clean, but he got it done. Another miss. The Mystics defense finally starting to force some errors.
And a really tough rebound from Zeller. Goalie from three. I thought he might have a bank shot there on her hands.
We've seen that before.
As the Argos again continue to shoot the lights out from three. As Swanson hits yet again. Swanson into double figures. He'll join three others. And again, you can see the shooting balance of this Argos team.
Shot clock turned off as the Mystics trying to stop the bleeding. Let's see what they have drawn up for this 5-second play here. Oh, Zeller left alone in the post. That'll work.
There you go. Just what they needed. With 1.5 seconds left. Carter Zeller, the Fargo North product. 3-point play opportunity.
It's just big for the mentality of the Mystics coming out of this really rough first half. Very good if you're a Providence fan. And can't convert. That's unfortunate for the Mystics, but it's back to a 20-point game. The lead reached as high as 25. So the Mystics have some work to do. Providence in control, and we're gonna have another putt competition, fellas.
From Main Street in Mandan.
How far are we gonna get? Are we gonna go all the way to?
I want to know why there's a guy in a T-Rex costume over here. That's what I want to know. He should golf.
Yeah, I want to see this guy in action.
I mean, if you can make a putt from that far in a dinosaur costume, they might as well send you Cancun for a week.
I would say that's,
We got
you know,
Super
maybe
Mario
on the low
too.
end of what prizes deserved. Oh, a rocket. That one had some serious velo. The fastest putt I've ever seen in any circumstance.
You don't want to see
And
mine.
there's Mr. T-Rex and Mario. Not sure what's going on over there, but
I want to see him putt.
we're having some kind of a party over here. But anyway, we'll be back for the second half of Providence versus Bismarck State after this halftime. Providence leading by 20 in the Armory, shooting an impressive 59 points in the first half. Incredible efficiency from them as they were able to shoot 10 of 18 from behind the arc. And for context, the Mystics made 10 free throws. Providence made 10 three-pointers in one half. They're absolutely on fire. The BSC's defense has been reeling, and they haven't been able to do anything to stop them.
The Providence defense has been, I mean, you look at their shooting percentage and they've balanced it out with stifling defense from the start. Mystics with 7 turnovers, which isn't a massive number at the moment, but when you turn it into 15 points off of those 7 turnovers, that'll hurt you in any basketball game whatsoever. Argos with 4 guys already in double figures. Lawson has been an absolute killer along with Swanson and Chambers, and Redhead 3 of 5 from the 3-point line. Basically in the second part of the first half, he is just lights out behind the arc, contributing to his 13 points. So again, this Argos team very balanced offensively. While Chambers leads them with 14.5 points a game, they do have 5 guys who average in double figures points, and you can see it firsthand in this game by watching this team play for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, and BSC's committed 7 turnovers, which isn't the worst, but when you consider Providence is only committed 2, that can put that into a bit of context, also adding that Providence has 15 points off of those 7 turnovers. And if you take those away, it's a competitive game. So if BSC can limit those turnovers and flip the script on Providence, well, they might be able to narrow the gap a bit.
Argos with 4 guys in double figures, as we mentioned. Mystics with 0. Houston Davis does have 9. Zeller does have 7. Houston also has 2 fouls at the moment, but not a single Mystic in double figures points-wise. And a lot of that attributed to this Argos defense that has just been no breathing room whatsoever from the start. And an airballed 3 from Hobbs to start the second half, and we'll see what the Mystics can cook up offensively. Tristan Davis coming up for the ball. Some swing around. A nice backdoor pass. Again, kind of the story of the Mystics' shooting percentage tonight. As Proctor gets a three-pointer for himself, and a pretty good start for the Mystics to start the second half.
Huge shot from Proctor, and a miss on the other end. If the Mystics can build this momentum, that'd be absolutely enormous. Of course, Carter Zeller in there, really good at elevating. 3 guys around him, pulling down the rebound, and Proctor was left alone.
Swanson's had a few three-pointers, like he leaned into it too much at the top of the key. He's had 2 or 3 of those. And that's going to be an over and back call. Looked like it might have been a little touch from the defense, but nonetheless turns into another Mystics turnover, which has usually resulted in points tonight for Providence. Again, I believe that's the 8th one, which again isn't a massive number by any means, but when Providence is shooting 61% from the field and 50% from 3, can about imagine where those turnovers have resulted in, as Lloyd, the Australian, gets back to the bucket for another 2. And gets this lead back to basically where we started at halftime. And we'll see what BSC's plans are. Argos a little more calmed down, but again, just no space at the top of the key, which has given the Mystics no room to operate in general, as Proctor has a little floater. Couldn't decide if he wanted the bank shot or straight in. And here come the Argos. Again, very balanced, getting a lot of guys involved, with Lloyd with another nice back cut. And Jakob Lloyd gets another bucket for himself. And this lead back up to 21.
Lloyd's been playing a very smart game. He's been eating well under the hoop. He's got 9 and is just taking really smart shots.
Just so many moving pieces constantly for this Argos team, especially offensively, as Tristan tries another, but cannot hit. And Swanson's been a killer in many categories tonight for this Argos team. Zeller is gonna pick up another foul, only his second, but pretty early on here in the second half. Again, number 23, Quinn Swanson, 11 points, 5 rebounds. And has shot very well tonight. 4 of 6 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3. And a near silent gym. The student section didn't really get loud on that one.
Not much to get excited about. I mean, the Providence guys were pretty loud during the women's game, but the bench has maybe settled down a bit after getting out of that 20-point lead.
Got a fan club behind us.
Couldn't tell if it's a heckler or a fan. It's hard to tell by that tone.
Houston Davis from 3-point range and off the back of the rim. And the Mystics shooting 4 of 14 from 3-point range, kind of a continuation of what the women's team experienced earlier tonight. I'm not sure I want to know what their combined 3-point percentage is tonight.
Yeah, Providence has had the Mystics number. And Gully just getting 1 foot barely in the restricted section there. Looking for a charge as he does so well.
Much like Quinn Swanson being everywhere for this Providence team, Marcus Lawson has done a little of everything for this Providence team tonight as well, offensively and defensively. I don't see steals in any categories, but I imagine he has several.
Our heckler has been unsuccessful in the audience.
Needs to get louder. I suppose the pep band's not allowed to play during free throws. We should change that rule for this last 16 minutes.
It'd be interesting if we got a drum beat, like our drummer just went off during the free throw.
Ooh, a late whistle. Houston Davis found some contact, and for a second there didn't get a call, but the officials blow the whistle. Argos have a few questions for the officials,
Yeah,
but nonetheless, Houston will go to the line for some free throws.
they're still not letting up with any of these calls. They're saying we're up 23, but that still wasn't a foul. But looked like there was enough contact for me. I would say that was a legitimate foul call.
I think there was some words exchanged between Houston and defender. He had a few words of his own, and Houston will knock down some free throws. So again, this lead 21 with 16 and a half still to play. You can see the Argos energy level has not decreased at all. There's multiple guys on this team have benefited a lot in many statistical categories. There's a beautiful spin move, and somehow Chambers gets the bucket for another 2. Great footwork, and you can see just 14 and a half points a game.
See Black back in the game. Everyone calls him KB. He's in a few of my classes. Fun character off the field, but he's been sparking the Mystics tonight with some drives to the rim and 6 free throws, or 4 free throws rather. But he's been working on that percentage throughout the season, and the free throw stroke looking better than it has earlier in the season.
Again, 4 Argos in double figures. Houston Davis just entered the double figures. Proctor close behind. So you can see how balanced this Argos team is in every direction. Hobbs thought about the three-pointer, a nice dish off.
Beautiful.
And Swanson capitalizes on the beautiful assist.
Textbook stuff from Providence. They're just doing everything right and at a high level. This does not look like a 2-18 team.
I was just gonna say, this team's record is what?
Yeah,
Wow.
they've been dismantling the Mystics more effectively than any other team I've seen come in here so far this year. They just have them off balance, and they're executing with incredible efficiency. I mean, this season kind of came out of nowhere for Providence. Same coach, but coming off a 16 and 14 season, just not sure where this came from. Oh man, we wanted to see a dunk, but he lost the handle.
Fumbled a little bit. Providence not wasting any time. Chambers gets a bucket about 3 seconds after Proctor attempts a dunk. And again, kind of the story of the night and the energy level on this Providence team still through the roof. Mystics swinging the ball around, trying to look for something. Tristan's tried quite a few things tonight. Not all have been successful, but the effort has definitely been there as Carter Zeller looks to check back into the game. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout with 14:34 remaining. Providence with a healthy lead here.
Media timeout.
Providence Argos heading toward their 3rd win unless BSC can pull off the miraculous comeback. Providence's 2 wins came first, so their first win of the season came against Bismarck State at home. That game was 95-83, so a very high-scoring affair in December. And they got their 2nd win at Mayville State on January 2nd, but since then have been on a 6-game losing streak. But they have been looking like a very polished professional team today.
BSC with troubles inbounding the ball, but Providence unable to turn it into points. And Proctor, a good sight to see for Mystics fans, gets one to go off the backboard and in for another 2. Hopefully we'll see the competitive spirit and level of the Mystics continue here for the final 14 minutes. I have no doubt that it will, as Chambers lets another one go and finds plenty of contact. As Tristan doesn't really give him any landing space, and that'll put a guy at a free throw line most of the time.
It's always tough when the guy jumps forward directly into you. Not exactly sure what you're supposed to do as a defender. Let's see that again.
So smart
Kicks the
basketball
leg
play.
out. Yeah.
Yep.
Looking for that contact.
All right, we need the student
Stuff.
section to show up here.
See how well the BSC hecklers can do it.
Oh.
Okay, well they worked out this time.
We need one of those Jumbotrons, louder,
Yeah.
for the 3 people that'll read it.
We'll just take an air horn and right as he's about to shoot it.
Tony, where's the drummer? Get a slow beat going.
Where'd our pep band go? I don't see him anymore.
He only get paid by the hour. Chambers again shooting another free throw. He has seen some struggles here from the free throw line. And unfortunately, Hobbs comes up with the rebound, and the Providence offense will reset at the top. And the struggles tonight continue for the Mystics as Hobbs left wide open. Cannot hit, and Gully with a really nice rebound. And Gully, maybe out of a little bit of frustration, throws an elbow, and it'll result in a offensive foul. So a really nice rebound turns into another turnover for this Mystics team. Now up to 11 turnovers, which again has resulted in 19 Argos points. And as that 6-ish number of turnovers wasn't blaring yet, but 11 turnovers, excuse me, and 19 points. With 13 and a half still remaining in this game. As we see what Tristan Davis, Gully looking to operate. Zeller with plenty of size surrounding him. What can Carter Zeller come up with? And another Mystics turnover. And the Argos, Swanson with a beautiful reverse layup. He continues to show off some basketball talent. Swanson now with 13 points. It kind of shows you again, 15 points, sorry. Gonna wait till it updates. But again, there's nobody on this Providence team putting up 20 or 30 a game, but when you got 4 or 5 guys putting up double digits, you can't guard one guy. We've seen some teams come into the Armory with a player averaging lots of points. When you got this many guys in double digits and their offense never stops moving, it has definitely been tough to guard this Providence team tonight. As Preston Condi makes his way to the line, and their free throw percentage continues to struggle. Not affected by the hecklers, who might be a little distracted right now by something.
Yeah, well, I'd say this game probably won't come down to how effective the hecklers are in the building. But Providence has missed a few free throws recently, so there you go.
Fans are a little bit upset with the focus and attention of the Mystics, kind of thinking nobody was full court press, and these Argos will sneak behind you every which way. 10 seconds on the shot clock here as Black Jr. looking for something. Zeller looking for play down low. Somehow finds his way to the basket, and Zeller muscles his way down to the block and finds the bucket himself. And the Mystics get into the 50s. Good to see the fight from the bigs down low. Another good find. Somehow finds Hobbs in an errant pass. Again, story of the night.
When it's your night, it's your night.
Holy. A pass not meant to be turns into a 3.
Big time shot from Jermaine Rogers the second.
Houston Davis being double teamed before the ball even comes to him. And as much does have 11 tonight, but he has been absolutely swarmed at any attempt at holding the ball. But that's kind of just how this Providence team plays defensively. It's been a very impressive showing on both ends for the Argos tonight. All he thinks about the 3. So Swanson has other ideas. A nice little pull-up jumper, and Gully for 2. As you can see, the energy level on both sides definitely has not dipped despite the margin in points here, as Black Jr. gets himself a bucket. Again, effort level and persistence not changing in any Mystics tonight. So Black Jr. gets a little too close to comfort.
Foul on the Mystics, number 2, Black.
Will only be his first. Proctor, Davis,
Checking
and
in
Gully
for
with
Argo,
2. Zeller with
number
3 at the
11.
moment. I don't think foul trouble will play too much into the last 11 minutes, but
I think I'd slow the game down.
See crazier things. Providence probably just wants to get on the bus and go home.
Yeah, that makes sense. We're just past 8:07.
Technical foul on the Mystics.
Technical foul called. Apologize, I didn't see who on. I'm imagining Black Jr. because he's had a few things to say the last minute or so. Again, some frustration coming from the Mystics here as still 11-17 left to go. But maybe fouls are the answer the way this Argos team shoots the free throw. Maybe that's your defensive stop right there. Hack a shack for 11 minutes.
Yeah, it's amazing that they're at 78 points and 7 of 15 from the line. I'm sure that's something that they'll work on as the season progresses, but this is a 2-18 team, so there are clearly some things that they still have to work out, but as a Providence Argos fan, a lot of encouraging signs from this team, really systematically coming in and tearing the Mystics defense apart.
Charge call, I think Kevin Rice was trying to get the attention of the officials, and I would imagine he got what he was asking for. The offensive foul will give the ball back to BSC. We'll see what BSC does with its bench here the last 11 minutes. Probably get some guys with some time, depending on how this game changes the next couple of minutes. Proctor with a floater, but doesn't hit a whole lot. And here comes Swanson. Swanson, the nice dig to the basket, the nice pull up. Somehow that ball finds the net, and Jermaine Rogers back in the scores column. He has 9. It continues to show the balanced efforts from this Argos offense. It's been pretty impressive tonight. Got 4 guys in double figures, 2 knocking on the door with 9, with 10.5 left to go.
Yeah, the Argos are well on their way to 110 points. They're on track for their season high. Their previous season high, or their current season high, I suppose, was 101. And they lost that game to Carroll, 101 to 109. An absolute shootout on the 17th in Montana. But even with 101, they couldn't get it done. I'm guessing 101 will be enough tonight.
Might be.
Might need to see Gully launching some threes from Arkansas or something.
I might be on the horizon here. Might need a few threes to get back in this one. Problem is the Argos still shooting 50% from 3. 11 of 23. And even after the misses at 3, a lot of rebounding offensively as Proctor does what he's been good at offensively. Makes layups look really challenging with contact, and will go to the line for a 3-point play. Had several of those last week in a fired up game against Dickinson State.
Crowd here is still getting into it. The hecklers on our left are still cheering for the Mystics, and we've still got 10-10 left. It's not over till it's over.
Proctor able to finish off the 3-point play. Lead again to 21. It's kind of hovered around here for the last 10 minutes or so. Another nice rebound, and Proctor wasting no time and gets a reach-in call from Redhead. It looks like Proctor will go to the line for some more free throws, as we will get a timeout on the floor. 21-point game, just under 10 to go.
The Mystics are trailing by 21 to the Providence Argos, and they have a high mountain to climb to get back into this one. It's been tough going the whole time, and the Mystics have gotten some strings together of a few points, but just not able to do all that much to stifle the Argos offense.
As Proctor shoots some bonus free throws, make sure to join us again tomorrow night as Montana State Northern have to get used to men's and women's team having different nicknames. Montana State Northern Lights men's team and the Montana State Northern Skylights women's team, both with very healthy records, will come into the Armory to take on both Mystics team tomorrow night. As if 5 guys averaging double figures on this Argos team, Montana State Northern Lights men's team has 7 guys averaging double figures. So, again, join us again tomorrow night as Montana State Northern will come into the Armory for some basketball.
Vance at the line.
I think they'll shoot 45% from 3.
You know, if they do, they would probably win.
Great math. 58% from the field is not too bad either.
I'd say it's working out well for the Argos tonight.
13 turnovers, 21 points off of, and it continues. I would have predicted Providence has way more than 7 offensive rebounds, but I would imagine those offensive rebounds have also turned into some points.
Well, they don't need the offensive rebounds when they're making everything.
Clearly. Just feel like every missed 3 they have turns into a rebound.
Falls on Providence number 15, Lloyd, his 4th.
Carter Zeller finds his way back to the free throw line. We'll get the Fargo North Spartan. Hopefully add a few points to his total here. Hits on the first.
Number 21.
And we'll see what Coach Kevin Rice does with his bench this last 9.5 remaining. Get some guys some minutes. And William Ware in street clothes on the bench, obviously not playing tonight. Did not play last Thursday. I would imagine probably won't see him tomorrow night if we didn't see him tonight, but who knows if William Ware will make another appearance. Here we go with 9.5 remaining. Effort level on both sides certainly not decreasing at all. Goalie giving Redhead no space to go. As I almost lost a life right there.
Your computer almost lost its life.
That's all right.
That was an inch away from some property damage. We would have had to call up Redhead, like, hey, pay up. You could pay in the form of 20 points or so.
Yeah. Don't tell Bismarck Public Schools they almost lost a computer right there. Not my insurance policy. Here we go. As if the shooting percent, I almost lost everything right there.
Everything.
Hopefully it was entertaining on camera.
Chambers checks in.
Yeah, well, maybe a little bit starved for excitement in this game, so what can you ask for, you know? Gets the heart going a little bit.
You don't realize you're part of the action until the ball aggressively enters your corner.
Yeah, well, us being maybe 5 feet off the court
This is true. And on ground level.
Yeah.
Shadone almost threw one off the TV during warm-ups. I didn't know what to do with myself. Houston lets one fly from 3, and Houston gets the Mystics back in the 3-point column. Up to 14 points. Great to have him back in the lineup tonight. And again, Providence wastes absolutely no time after anything defensively. And Lawson will go back to the line for some free throws.
Follows on Zeller, his 4th.
Some words from with officials from every direction.
Yeah, and Coach Kevin Rice also looking for some clarification. The BSC fans certainly not in love with the calls. But,
checks in for Providence.
well, interesting stat, Bismarck State has actually outscored Providence in the second now, 27-24.
It's got to be worth something. The only problem.
Another missed free throw, wow.
The only problem is we gave him a 20-point head start at halftime.
That foul will help as Tristan Davis is excellent from the free throw line. And the Mystics are starting to put together a bit of a run.
Tristan Davis checks in for the Mystics.
Maybe they just need to throw a basketball in our corner a couple more times.
Yeah.
Spark something. Get the people going.
I'll have to
I just have to prepare myself next time.
play defensive back and protect the equipment. But, you know, maybe I could launch one up from here. Got a tough angle at the hoop.
I was going to say, I think my angle's a little better.
Yeah.
Not saying my chances are any better, though.
I don't know how you get the momentum. Overhand toss. But.
And some free throws added. BSC cuts into this lead a little bit with plenty of time remaining. And again, Providence offense not wasting any time, as Hobbs does pull it back out to the top of the key. It's been tough to keep up with. A lot of Providence energy tonight. Lawson's looking for something and throws it away for another turnover. And BSC fans feeling a little bit of energy here. A couple turnovers, a couple free throws and points as we go up below. Plenty of time with 8 remaining. Immediate timeout on the court.
We do have a ball game, folks. The Mystics have possession, and this lead, once 25, has gone down to 15. 8 minutes remaining, so if the Mystics can string together some possessions, they're not out of it. Providence, of course, looking to get back to what they were doing in the first. Interesting stat of the second, the Mystics are 21 of 24 from the free throw line. That's good for 87.5%. The Argos, who shoot at 70% on this season as a team, are 8 of 19, only 42% from the line.
Proctor doing what he does best. Make things challenging down low and make your way to the free throw line. And as you just mentioned, free throws might help them climb back in this. From a coach's perspective, you're kind of looking at the clock saying within 15 at this time, within 10 at this point, give yourself a chance. Compete, compete, compete. Maybe sneak your way back into this with plenty of time left on the clock. Told you, those 15-point leads in college basketball can haunt.
It's going to start at the free throw line. The Mystics can't really afford to miss too many down the stretch.
And on the flip side, what Isaiah just mentioned, 8 of 19 from the free throw line for Providence. So as much as these points off turnovers, I keep mentioning this free throw line statistically might show up here in the last 7-ish minutes. 13-point game, 7:40 to go. And BSC, a little energy and life here. Providence maybe looking a little bit uncomfortable with the energy level rising as Redhead is going to let one fly. And he has been an absolute killer from the three-point line. 4 of 7, sorry, behind the arc for Brendan Redhead tonight. And then three-point basket for Houston Davis. Trade threes.
Big time shot.
Again, BSC with a little bit of momentum here. Missed three-pointer and a beautiful rebound from Tristan.
Huge.
Here come the Mystics. Down 13. Houston finding something with a massive size advantage. Can he find a bucket?
Oh.
Mystics bench not happy about the no whistle after contact. And on the flip side, Black Jr. finds a foul. He might need to keep his composure here a little bit. Frustrating to not get a call offensively and send them to the free throw line. But again, maybe sending this Argos team to the free throw line isn't the worst idea.
Anthony Hobbs, a pretty solid free throw shooter at 77.8%. Yeah, always tough when you don't get the call on one end and don't get the call you're looking for on the other end. So big time momentum for the Argos.
There's definitely plenty of contact on both sides. So, 6:39 to go. 15-point lead. It looks like Kevin Rice wants a timeout to talk about some offense. So, here we go down the stretch. 6.5 to go. We will see if this lead stays put.
There have been a lot of fouls in this game. Carter Zeller with 4 fouls, Jaw Gully with 3. On the other side, Marvel Chambers with 4, Jacob Lloyd with 4, Brendan Redhead with 3. So a lot of players committing a lot of fouls.
47 free throws combined.
And that's Lawson's third. So, you know, if the game goes long enough, Providence won't have enough people left.
It's a technical every time, right?
Yeah.
Houston Davis at the line, capitalizes. Both teams with 10 fouls. So this last 6:27 might last us till 10 p.m. But if this turns into a free throw contest, I like the Mystics' chances.
Especially if it's Houston Davis shooting the ball.
It's going to need a lot more on the Mystics side than Providence. Because again, 48 free throws combined, and we still got 6:20 remaining, basketball fans, with 10 team fouls on each side. Swanson, passes up an open 3 and gets another bucket for himself. Lead back to 15 as we approach 6 minutes to go. Proctor throws one down, just what Isaiah has been dreaming about.
What do you rate that dunk, partner?
A defensive stop. And we'll see what Gully's got cooked up for this Mystics offense. 13-point game. Crowd just kind of, it's like a football game there. Offense has the ball, crowd goes quiet. Tristan Davis with your typical Tristan Davis bucket, finding contact and finding another 2.
That's him just asserting, I'm bigger than you, and I can impose my will. He does it without committing the charge. Really smart play by Davis. And can the killer do it again?
Redhead with a beautiful head fake and turns into a wide open 3. And his three-point shooting has, as Isaiah just mentioned, been a thorn in the side. Redhead with 19, 5 of 8 from 3. He is their leading scorer now. Unreal. Shooting performance beyond the arc from Redhead. It's another nice pass down to Hobbs, and they show their balanced shooting once again. Let's lead back up to 16 momentarily. Providence bench gains a little bit of life here as the Mystics operate. 15 on the shot clock. Really looking for something, finds an open 3. And off the back of the rim. The Argos, I would imagine, will try to slow it down here as we approach 4 minutes to go. Mystics had a little momentum, and Brendan Redhead had other thoughts. There's a nice backdoor cut. Nice swing around. And if Redhead hits another 3-pointer, I don't know what I'll say. Black Jr. kind of gets his feet caught up. He's in a little bit of pain here. Kevin Rice says no time for this. You're shooting free throws.
Number 5, Lawson, his 4th.
So, as Isaiah mentioned earlier, the
See
foul
the
counts
slam.
on both sides, adding up rather quickly here. As we'll get a timeout. 16-point game, just under 4 remaining.
Despite the effectiveness of the 19, 18, 17-point totals of Redhead, Chambers Jr., and Swanson, the Mystics actually have the 2 leading scorers in the game, and Alex Proctor and Houston Davis with 22 and 21. Those 2 have been doing all they can. And don't rule out Carter Zeller, who's 4 for 4 from the field with 11 points. Has really been effective when he lofts up a shot. And Black Jr. with 8. And Ja Gully, who's been breaking out recently, has been held to 7 points on 2 of 8 from the field. So Providence has had his number, and the other guys have been stepping up, getting the Mystics within striking distance, but the Providence Argos have been too effective on offense. The Mystics can't get enough stops. They've put together runs of scoring, but the stops are not there.
Not to mention Marcus Lawson with 14, Rogers and Lloyd with 9, Hobbs with 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 guys potentially in double figures by the end of this one, which probably isn't an unfamiliar sight for Providence fans, as Black Jr. will shoot some free throws here to cut into this a bit with just under 4 remaining. Sounds like a offense in football operating. You could hear a pin drop in this place. I feel like I can't contribute to the noise. Hits both, lead back down to 14, just under 4 to go. Need a few defensive stops strung together here, but the foul party is also part of the conversation tonight on both sides. In the almost 51 free throws between the two teams tonight. So the Argos, shot clock to 10, shot clock to 7. Some nice backdoor cuts. Chambers trying to find something, and will dip it off down to Black Jr. and pickpockets it, and the shot clock will restart for Providence. An absolute clock killer for the Mystics.
Just sloppy.
Not a whole lot he could do there in traffic, but Chambers with a brilliant basketball IQ play, and they'll burn another 30 seconds here. And another beautiful move to the basket by Swanson, and he's just been another killer for this BSC defense. Houston trying to post up down low, just can't really get positioning or a passing angle. And before he can get the ball off, Black Jr. called for the traveling call.
Redhead checks in.
You know, I don't know if my mom's watching, but she hates the song Don't Stop Believing for reasons I will not mention. Okay. I thought they might be able to play it, but that was about a minute and a half ago. So,
have you stopped believing now?
After the turnover forced by Chambers, kind of the dagger, so to speak, at the moment. So again, another foul seeked out by Lloyd, and he'll go back to the free throw line.
Houston Davis, his third.
The Melbourne Australian native for some free throws.
Partner, can you guess without looking who has the most rebounds tonight?
I looked at this a few minutes ago and I didn't believe it. Doesn't Gully have a bunch?
Gully has 9 rebounds.
Because I looked and was surprised he only had 7 points. I'm like, where else has he produced? Oh, the 9 rebounds. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Big numbers guy. I didn't look, for those of you wondering. The Argos defense softens up a little bit as we approach 2 minutes to go, and Proctor takes advantage. He gets another bucket for himself. BSC comes out in a full court press. Gully with the nice steal. We'll see what he can get at the other end. Gully, again, man, kind of the story of the night shooting-wise for some Mystics. And another technical foul called, this time on Gully, and the frustration starting to come out in the Mystics. I believe Black Jr. has one, and that one on Gully, and he'll take a seat. David Schilling will make his way back into this one.
Another technical, it looks like.
And Hobbs will go to the line. A 6-foot sophomore from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Technical foul also on number 13, Gully.
Just some frustration from the Mystics after repeatedly trying to get into this game and being denied. We've got a traffic cone in the stands for anyone who's interested in that. But after this game, the Argos will take on Dickinson State and then go home to face Valley City State and Mayville State. And the Mystics will face the Montana State University Northern Skylights here tomorrow night and go to face Montana Western and Montana Tech.
The shooting has struggled so bad we're scoping out the traffic cones. Rough night in the world of BSC basketball.
Let's see the cone again. We got our camera up. Having fun here.
There's a decent crowd here, and it's everyone's afraid to make noise during free throws. I'm just not allowed to talk during free throws, which I'm doing anyways at this point. Tristan Davis had a really nice position for boxing out.
There's the cone. There's the cone.
And Hobbs will get called for a foul here. Tristan Davis will hopefully add to his points total here. And I believe another technical was just handed out, possibly. I might be wrong. Yep. He kind of, I kind of overheard the conversation. He kind of asked for one, actually. I think he asked, is that a technical? And he got his wish granted, apparently.
This is the most technical fouls I've seen in any game here so far. But it's pretty impressive. We've got 3 or 4 technicals by this point.
Providence coaching staff informing them that the minute 51 left does not need to last that long. Because these technicals and free throws have definitely held up the timing of this game. Our camera crew is just killing it right now.
He's killing it.
The shooting percentages aren't the only struggles tonight in the Armory.
And this game will not end. We've got free throws. We've got everything imaginable. You'll see every part of the Armory by the time we're done with this game.
If you need a virtual tour of the Armory, come back after this game's over. Oh,
we have a ceiling
fans are still working.
They are working.
The fans on.
I don't feel any of the cool air, but
I do.
Oh, okay.
5 degrees out. We got the ceiling fans going.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, makes for nice decor, and the free throws are good. Davis. So we've got back to a 25-point game. Plenty of time for the Mystics to.
Yeah, Providence coaches yelling to not shoot the three-pointer. Schilling meets him at the basket, but the offensive rebounds once again hammering this defensive team of BSC. A minute and a half to go. And both teams will.
Another foul.
Not sure why Hobbs is even playing defense at this point. Head coach J.C. Isaacson just shaking his head at this point. We're going to have 85 free throws in this game. Now I can see why Bill Walton used to talk about socks towards the end of the game. What else did he need to talk about?
Yeah, I don't know. What's going on in your life, man?
I don't have too much interest in socks, so I probably don't start there.
Shout out to our camera ops. Pete with the ponytail is rocking it. And Dunny, our other guy, with I don't know how to finish that sentence, but he's doing a good job up there.
Providence fans are just like, who are these two? Do these guys even know? Have these guys even watched basketball before?
These guys are the reason why you're seeing this game in such clear quality.
This is true story. The traffic cone was the
traffic cone.
The throw off of attention. 1 minute to go, 14-point game, and the Argos will just look to burn some clock. The only frustration part is the BSC defense is not let up.
Hey, it's a good thing
number 14, Tristan Davis,
that I'm getting paid by the hour here. this game
Might finish by midnight.
continues to go on.
This is way too close for Redhead to shoot. Nonetheless, hits his first free throw. We're used to him shooting 5 of 9 from the three-point line.
Crucial free throw coming up.
And
I don't know.
Jinx.
BSC
Redhead does hit the 20 mark, but most of that due to his 5 three-pointers. And Schilling, the great move to the basket. Schilling's effort stays at the ceiling with just under a minute to go. And Schilling will go to the line for three-point play opportunity.
Boyd and Chambers check back in for the Argos.
An absurd number of free throws in what has been a 20-point game most of this game.
I hope the fire alarms work in this building because I'm about to start one. No, I don't know.
We've run out of things to talk about, folks.
Yeah.
SBSC is still in a full court press with 40 seconds to go. Good to see the effort hasn't changed, but they get the ball down to Rogers. Kind of the tail of the tape. Every time BSC gets a big bucket, the Argos spend about 4 seconds getting across court. A nice find in Black Jr. The nice layup and a timeout from Kevin Rice. 12-point game with 30 and a half to go.
We've got 30 seconds left in the Armory, and we're very well protected in the Armory too. We've got our security team
Hope they're qualified.
rocking it. The stat of the game is Providence has committed 30 fouls. 30 fouls in 2 quarters
Yes,
of play.
32 free throws made.
Yeah, that's incredible stuff.
Hobbs will pull out, and BSC is still swarming on defense. I don't blame the effort. The 12-point game, still 20 seconds to go here. Hobbs will go to the line. I thought we'd be done by 8:30, and we're still shooting free throws.
None of these guys are wearing street shoes. This is a sign outside the Armory, or outside the gym, so you're starting to get the virtual tour. Eventually, our guy will just wander all the way through the halls. Yeah, this is fantastic. Keep committing fouls, guys. I'm having too much fun with this.
Providence fans think we're out of our minds, but they're ahead on the scoreboard, so they can have that.
If you're still here, I hope you're having as good a time as we are.
Again, I can now see why Bill Walton found everything possible to talk about during basketball commentary.
This is foul number 31 on Providence.
Number 0, Hobbs. His fourth.
68 free throw. We're about to hit 70 free throws, basketball fans. And that is why we're both up past our bedtime.
That is amazing. The most foul shots I've ever seen. And Black misses his first one of the night. There's a trash can and a maybe not a Peloton or maybe not.
I'm glad you had to get the brand correct. Is what you were worried about.
I'm trying to make sure that if it wasn't a Peloton, I don't know. It's some
we
kind
get
of
some sponsorship money from Peloton.
Hey.
Show off their products.
Yeah. It's a snazzy looking exercise bike.
We'd like to thank Who Hot Mongolian Grill for putting up posters. Maybe we can get some free stir fry out of the deal.
Hobbs at the line.
Yeah.
And I mean, why not? Let's get a few more free throws on the agenda. Haven't shot 70 of those yet.
I hope you like free throws because that's what we've got for you tonight. And
Providence is not in a hurry to get home.
they just want to score as many points as possible. They've got, I mean, if this goes in, that's the 110 mark. They've already reached their season high in points. Oh,
no.
They couldn't get it done.
Oh. Well, we'll get a
tragic.
foul here. Are you kidding me? Oh, my goodness.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Can the Mystics get to 100 points now is the
Number
question.
0, Hobbs. That is his fifth.
Yeah, Providence is like, we're getting home late anyways. We might as well keep playing defense. Let's get a shot of the batting cages in the back corner
what
somewhere.
do we have? What's next? We got 3. Oh, the HVAC is doing its work. Kyler can feel it at least. I can't.
I need a sweatshirt tomorrow night, man. My feet get cold, it's over, and we're there.
Yeah.
Thought I'd be home already. Then the free throw contest began. As we are now at, and nonetheless, Houston gets to shoot 3 of them, so that's good.
It's a game-losing mistake.
73 free throws. And you would think it was like a 2-point game. Again, basketball, if you're still with us, kudos to you. And we're not going to foul.
Incredible.
What a adjustment in strategy there. But we will see you tomorrow night for some more Mystics basketball. Isaiah, take it away.
Yeah, thanks for joining us tonight. Providence Argos come in and sweep the Mystics. This game, an incredibly high-scoring game, over 200 points. The free throw competition. I hope you enjoyed our coverage from the Armory. We will be back starting at 5 p.m. for Montana State University Northern. The doubleheader beginning tomorrow at 5. We will see you then.